Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Show number 3000. Here we go.
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we mail it in for number 3000.
Woohoo! 3000. Hey, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cool, Vaughn Nieters, and Luke Otero.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Congratulations, Steve.
Thank you. Appreciate
So
that.
honored to be a part of this show.
Yeah, this is
a big deal. This is a big deal. So, I mean, all kidding aside, we like to have fun on the show, but 3,000 shows that's a mark there. That's big time. I mean, the next closest show, bourbon show episodes, 800 maybe. We're just. It's amazing, and we've never missed a day. We started December 12th, 2016, and we used to do a couple a day. I decided we don't need to do a couple. We had a weird format at first. It takes a while to find yourself, and at first we would be like, this is just going to be Monday through Friday. We never did that. We always had an abundance of shows, so we always did Monday. We always did 7 days a week, but then we would do extra shows too. We would work things in and stuff like that, and so we do sometimes 2 or 3 shows a day, even in the early days. And but here we are, 3,000 shows, from 2016 to today with the Bourbon Daily. I think it's the 3rd oldest bourbon podcast out there. So again, there's maybe some whiskey podcasts that go longer than that, but I think you're talking Bourbon Pursuit number 1, the Bourbon Show number 2, and the Bourbon Daily number 3 in terms of podcasts that are still going today. So
you own 2 of those, Steve.
Yeah, it's not bad. So so it's interesting thing for sure, the world of bourbon podcasting, and been doing it a long time, and we're just nothing exciting today. No special guests or anything like that. Just what?
Hello.
Kathy Cool.
Yeah, what the heck?
We got Kathy Cool here, so I guess we do have a VIP-ness. So much VIP-ness there. So
I was talking about Luke. He's been on since 800 shows.
Yeah. Luke was on number 800 with us, so here he is at number 3,000. So it's a cool thing for sure. So, and I always think that this show is more important than we think. I think that I don't know that it's important in my lifetime even, but I'm telling you, at some point someone's going to want to go back as they look at the bourbon boom and what was going on during that time. I think a show like this, being on for this many years, this many episodes, it provides some insight into what was happening in the world of bourbon, and doing it every day. We're talking about everything from the world of bourbon, whether it's serious stuff about the rules of bourbon to Arby's has a new sandwich that has bourbon barbecue sauce on it. It's everything in between then too. So,
I know. I just got really nervous because I thought in 100 years, whoever the Mike Veach is in 100 years is going to listen to these shows, and we're going to be talking about some really interesting things and or really being drunk and stupid.
Right.
And that's
what
part
they
of
do.
bourbon history.
I think that's part of the charm, though, because we're really serious. We know our shit, but we can also just have fun with it. And I think so many people take themselves too seriously, where I'm like, you're too pretentious, fuck off. I think we can be fun, and I like that.
I do think that. Because I think that they begin reading their own press releases like I'm a person in the media, and I don't think that I am. I think that we're a group that are bourbon fans, all of us, and even though we have a lot of bourbon knowledge and we've been around bourbon long enough, we can talk bourbon. We just do the same stuff we'd be doing if we were just hanging out at the bar. If this is like, hey, this is happy hour, and the five of us are there, we're talking about the same stuff we'd be talking about at that happy hour. Just as bourbon fans. So that's what the show is. So yeah, that's why people feel a bond to the show, because it feels like a group of friends sitting around. And even if you're only just a listener, you feel like you're part of the group, and you are. So yeah, it's a cool thing. So that is the setup for today, show number 3000. Exciting stuff. But we got to do a regular show here too. We can't just not do anything. Just talk about number 3000. So we got other things to do here. So we'll kick this off as we always do with a segment that was here from day one, small talk. So Von Nieters, what you said is something you want to talk about. What is that, sir?
Yeah, I've got one. I'm almost so flustered I almost forgot what it was. I'm so excited about this show. What is your guys' favorite Mexican dish?
Favorite Mexican dish?
Yeah.
That's hard.
It's extremely hard.
So
Not for me.
Well,
Really?
Luke, what do you got? Luke, what do you got?
I'll take enchiladas every day, any day.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
enchiladas.
I had that for dinner tonight.
My amigo.
Red or green.
Enchiladas, yes. Red, though. The answer is red, Luke, not red or green. I like the red sauce. Yeah.
See, red.
Red. Yeah. I like in breakfast, by the way, I do like having chorizo involved, too. So that's if you're talking breakfast, I do like that famous Mexican spicy sausage called chorizo. So, yeah. So I like
Can't
that.
go wrong there.
And sometimes you can get that in dinner stuff too. You can get a chicken and a chorizo, a burrito or something like that. I like that. But I think overall, like Luke said, the king for me is the enchilada.
Yeah. Man, when we go to Florida for vacation in Daytona, there's this restaurant down there. They do a chorizo and egg omelet. Oh, it's amazing. It's so good.
Eggs in their omelets? Just kidding. Sorry.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
So do they put the Mexican cheese in there?
There's cheese. I don't know if it's Mexican, but there's
There's
cheese.
this crumbly Mexican cheese.
Yeah.
And it's so good.
I know what you're
It's not
talking
like
about.
feta.
No, it's not that. It's not that.
It's not that.
No.
It's not that. No. I haven't been there, and I know it's not that.
It's a normal breakfast place, but they have chorizo, and it's phenomenal.
That's good. That's good. That's highly recommended. Get the chorizo with the breakfast.
Anywhere you go, chorizo, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, just get the chorizo. Don't ask what it is or anything like that. Don't do too much research on chorizo. Just eat it and enjoy it.
Absolutely.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, exactly.
doing that.
Yeah, McNew, what for you is ultimate?
I am a big fajitas fan. Love some fajitas.
You're not wrong about that. Yeah.
Okay.
And I can make some good fajitas too out of
love
my
fajita.
big
That
green egg.
smell when that sizzling pan
The
comes out.
sizzling.
Yeah, you like when they bring it out and it's sizzling. You can hear it 15 minutes before it reaches
There's
your
a
table as they're
trail of
walking up
steam,
to it. Yeah.
a trail of
Oh,
steam going
man.
through the whole restaurant.
Yes.
When you think you hear it, right? And you think it's yours, and it
It's
goes
good.
to the table, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Damn it, that wasn't mine.
it's mine.
Okay.
Love a fajita.
Yeah.
KK, how about you?
You know what? I do love enchiladas. But queso, any cheese, just cheese is good. So get some nice queso going, put some chorizo in it,
Okay.
start dipping that out with some chips.
Mm.
I thought for sure McNew would pick a sauce, but I guess I'm picking a sauce.
She likes ranch.
Like the queso. So we get, even if it's just Chris and I, we order a large bowl of queso just for the chips. But we will also like dip our like chicken and shrimp in it also, which is good. So yeah, big queso fan too, but I'm always going to order fajitas. Like at the point where we go to the Mexican restaurant, we actually have a good one here in town. He's like, why are you
Taco
even
Bell,
looking
it's called.
No. It's called we love it, Don Rigo's, and we have ballet something that's good too. But Don Rigo's is where we usually go, and I'll like look at the menu. He's like, "You're going to get fajitas and queso. Why are you even looking?" I'm like, "I don't know. It feels so rude not to look at the menu, even though I get the same thing every single
There's a restaurant close to me that makes fantastic chicken mole.
Yeah.
Chicken
Like
mole.
the chicken is just so shreddy and tender.
Shredded.
That mole sauce on top.
Mole.
Where are we talking at?
Mole.
Where are we
So the
talking
one
about?
across from you guys, like it's not really across, but it's like in that little plaza.
Si, senors.
Yeah.
No, tequila's
Si,
way
senors
better
is
than
good,
Si,
though.
Senor.
It's good, though.
Wasn't
It's
bad.
good. Close to
I like
ABV Barrel Shop.
Tequilas.
It's convenient.
Tequilas.
You can walk there. You don't have to drive if you've been drinking.
There you go. There you go. All right, Von Nieters, you asked the question. What is your answer?
I'm right there with Luke. Enchiladas are phenomenal. That's what I
Yeah.
get every time. I always get the same, whatever they call it wherever you go. I get the one of each: the beef, the chicken, the cheese, the bean. I get it all, and then get a side of queso, pour it on top. It's great.
Okay.
I don't
There you
ever.
go.
I'm not a huge fan of guacamole out at restaurants. Like I'll eat it, but usually they add too much lime. I like it more original without lime.
Okay.
So
I like the people that make it at your table. Like we have a couple like table side guac. That's fun. I like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've
I
never
do
seen
too.
that. I would do
So
that.
cilantro yes or cilantro no?
Oh, cilantro, yes, and heavy.
Oh,
Cilantro, onion, serrano pepper, some avocado,
no.
onion, white
So
onion.
does cilantro taste like soap to you, Steve?
No.
Just okay.
My kid says it does to her, but she just reads the internet too much.
You have to
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, that doesn't taste like soap. You just read the internet. And she's like, it tastes like soap. I can't. Yeah, so,
No.
well, I don't know. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking on show number 3000? What do you got?
Ooh-wee.
3000. Okay. Let's start with me. I'm going to go first. I've got a special bottle here. It's Art of the Spirits. It's that cigar blend done for Jim. Special pick done for him. He's on the side with barley. That's pretty cool. And this is finished in sherry barrels and Takai, the wine of kings. The wine of kings. Yeah. Luke, you ever drink some of that Takai?
Yes,
What? Is it good?
very good.
I'm thinking about buying a bottle. It's expensive, but I'm thinking about getting a bottle.
It's worth it.
We're getting ready to release a tribute to my dad, and it's a police bottle. He's a police officer, and it's going to be finished in Takai. And I thought, you know what, kind of a special event to get some Takai so people can taste it by itself, and then also do a tasting of the whiskey that there's going to be finished in that. I thought that'd be pretty cool. So I'm going to do like two different parties. One not having the Takai, one with it, a ticketed event for with it, because it's going to be costly. So I got to recover the cost of getting the bottle. But yeah, I think it's going to be fun. So let's see what we got here with my cork pop. Here we go. Oh, not anything going on there. Not anything going on there. Barely audible, but barely is enough to qualify me as the leader at the moment. But we'll see what happens. We'll see where we go from here. Kathy looks like she's ready. We're going to go with her.
I'm going to open up this bottle of Jack Daniel's single barrel.
Okay. Okay, solid. Very, very good. Clean landing. Everything about it was good. Kathy has the lead. Projected to win this thing. She has a 67% chance of winning this thing right now. And just see we had a meter like that. There was somebody that calculated it based on the cork pop and who had to go still. So
Sports book.
We need to get
Yeah.
that going.
yeah. All right. McNew, she looks ready, so we're gonna go with her.
I'm gonna go some Penelope Architect. Not a lot left. I don't think
Uh-oh.
Last show pour.
Kill?
Okay, nothing there. Nothing on the pop. But yes. So is this the last show pours? Is it? Yeah, I see the bottle getting turned upside down.
Oh, yeah.
She going.
Oh, easily.
She going. Yeah.
Easily.
All right.
With a heel.
Luke is next.
I opened this up 2 weeks ago. Pappy 20.
Wow.
I've been getting into it though.
Yeah, you've been going after it. Yeah.
Congratulations, Steve. 3,000.
Thank you,
Nope.
buddy. Thank you, buddy. Not enough to take the lead, so KK still has the lead, but she's got her nemesis, Von Nieters. Yet. What do you got there?
It is usually down to me and KK.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got a special bottle for a special show. This is a Wild Turkey Voyage, the Master's Keep Rum Cask Finish.
Okay.
Oh,
You motherfucker.
Yeah. That was explosive. A little bit of squeak in there, but not enough to cost him the victory. He did lose a little bit of style,
Nice.
but not enough to cost him the victory. Von Nieters wins. Cheers, gang.
Cheers.
3,000.
Here's
3,000.
That's a really
All right.
pretty bottle.
Mm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
nice. That's nice. Yep.
Ooh,
That's
like
gorgeous.
that.
It's cool. Very cool. All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, show number 3,000. We're just mailing it in today, so we'll talk about that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
There's a motorcycle going by outside.
That was not a motorcycle. I know motorcycles.
I promise you.
Becca.
I swear to God.
Light up.
I did too. I saw her lift. It was she tried to do the one cheek sneak and she got caught off
Yes.
that reverberation off that chair.
Yes.
That
Let her
would
get you.
have lifted me off the entire chair. Are we recording yet, Steve?
Yes.
We are.
Are we?
Yeah.
Why doesn't it say recording on my screen?
It says recording on mine. They changed it around. It's upper right hand side. It says recording. It's that
Listen
place.
to the Bourbon Daily. Here's your bumper, Steve.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we are mailing it in and celebrating show 3000.
Yes, we are 3K. Here we are presented to you in 3K. Yes. So very fun stuff.
Crazy that the plaque behind me is 1,000 shows that I got a year and a half ago. So I've
Yes.
been at 500 more. I've been on a half these shows, which is crazy.
Yeah. Known McNew for a long time. Been podcasting with her many Friday nights.
That's insane.
We're recording this on a Friday night. I don't know how many Friday nights McNew and I have been doing exactly this at our computers, at our houses, just Podcasting. Yeah,
No,
5 shows at a clip. Yeah.
When I think about it, so my first show I came on in October of 2017. It's almost been 7 years. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is
and
crazy.
I'm like, God, like I'm still in my 20s then.
Still in her
Like, life-
20s.
So as someone who likes to change up the scenery
Yeah.
and staying here so long, what do you account that to, McNew?
Yeah, why haven't you taken flight?
Why haven't you
left us?
bailed?
Why,
'Cause-
why did I not quit? Because I actually enjoy being here. I actually look forward to it. I'm like, he's been great to me. He's given me 100,000 opportunities in different realms of bourbon. He's been fantastic to me. And I like hanging out with Steve. I like hanging out with you guys. I get to like drink bourbon with people that appreciate bourbon. So like I'm from a small town. So if I'm like, hey, I have this whiskey, do you want to come try it? They will just like literally take it like a shot. That actually happened last weekend and it pissed me off. And I'm like, I hang out with people that like the same things I like, people that are doing interesting things where I'm like, so sometimes it kind of feels like a job, but I'm like, also I want to be here. It's a place I want to be and I'm grateful to still be here. So,
Yeah.
We're great.
Yeah, I met Steve, KK. I met Steve at the Kentucky Bourbon Affair in 2018 or 17. Steve,
Yeah, 17 or 18. I'm not sure. One of
but I think I
those.
was on your show June of 18, and Stephanie, you were on it as well, and then it's been nonstop. I mean, you've picked me up every so often, and I look forward to your text messages to see if I'm available. And
Yeah.
I always feel bad when I'm not, but it's been fun. You know, like I told you early on, this has been an experience that we get to learn and enjoy the industry and then meet other people. That's the best part of it all. So, yeah. And
obviously you guys have all been with me. McNew certainly the longest out of anybody that's at the network. I've spent more time with McNew over anybody, and I love that gal. McNew's awesome. She's key to what we've been able to accomplish. It's also fun to be able to. I mean, I would say we're at the top of the bourbon world in what we want to do. Maybe we're not the top downloaded show or anything like that, but we're at the top of what we wanted to accomplish, McNew, when we started this. We're a known entity in the world of bourbon. People know who we are. They listen to the show. They, all the PR people take us seriously. And it's been mission accomplished. So it's been fun. It really has.
that's a key part where like we are goofy as hell sometimes, right? Like we say dumb shit, but people take us seriously. The people who matter take us seriously. And I think that like we've walked a fine line of being ridiculous and we know our shit, which is a lot of people can't do that, you know? I think that's been fun to see happen for us.
Yeah. What's been interesting, too, is we've always been able to accomplish what we've been able to do as outsiders. We're never in the inner circle. It's never like, hey, a new bourbon magazine's starting and we're going to tap into somebody from the ABV network, whether it's Steve or McNew or anybody else that's on the staff. None of us get any opportunities like that. No one ever takes us, but all the other, media types get involved, or they're doing breakout sessions at this and that and stuff like that. And then we don't get those opportunities, but
you don't get invited to things, which is weird.
I think the best part is that the one person who leverages their ABV network VIPness is Delafane.
Yes.
Oh, God, girl.
She gets into beer shows all over the country, whether it's Chicago or San Diego or Arizona, where she's from. Yeah, which is awesome. And she does it in the best way possible. She puts it back on the people. She's like, I'm a writer for the ABV Network. I write for Bourbon Zeppelin. They'll be like, we don't know that publication. She'll be like, wow.
What's wrong with you?
They don't, that is wild. You don't know what Bourbon Zeppelin is. So then they feel compelled to give her press. Like, oh my God, we need to get our act together here. So yeah.
I really should start embracing that more. I'd be like, I'm McNew. You don't know who I am. I'm the host of the Bourbon Daily. I write for the Bourbon Zeppelin. You should know who I am. Let me in.
Yeah.
I think you could pull it off.
Probably could. People know who McNew is. I mean, it's amazing. Yeah.
Actually, so it's been 7 years and it still surprises me because every now and then at some event they'll be like, "Are you McNew?" I'm like, "Maybe. Who are you?"
Yeah, yeah. The best story like that ever was Wes Harden went to UPS and had a package, and it was for Stephanie McNew. And so he sent it to her, and the UPS thing said, "Is this alcohol?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "You're sending it to McNew. It's probably alcohol."
Really?
Yes, yeah. So
Damn.
leave and go to a different UPS store because they knew who McNew was.
That is insane.
Wow.
Like shakes the package. He's like, "It sounds like liquid, and it's going to McNew. This has to be alcohol."
On a perfume, it's not alcohol.
It's olive oil.
Right,
Olive
right.
oil.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's still so funny.
Artisanal olive oils.
Yes, of course, of course. Yeah. So, McNew, you did say there's something you wanted to talk about on this show. It doesn't have necessarily anything to do with 3,000 or anything like that. I don't even know what it was. So, what do you want to talk about?
It doesn't. So my last small talk, I asked who you'd want to show about music-wise, but now I want anybody, like a biopic, a documentary. I want one about Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo.
So freaking interesting
I
to me.
do.
He was in prison to doing movies. Now he runs a taco stand and he's somebody's grandpa and he's so wholesome. Like, I love that whole arc of a human being. I would watch the shit out of anything about Danny Trejo. Like, who do you guys want to see something about? It could be anybody. It doesn't even have to be a famous person. Who do you want to see something about?
I always say that I can't believe it hasn't been done, especially when you're talking about the world of whiskeys. George Remus. There should be a George Remus movie. I mean,
so many books about him, and one of the best is The Ghost of Eden Park. They should absolutely make a movie out of that book.
right. I'm not sure why they don't. Yeah.
I don't know who I'm going to pick yet, but did you know that Danny Trejo is only 5'6" tall?
So
I do because I'm a big fan, but you don't know it from watching his movies and stuff.
All of his movies, he looks like he is 7 feet tall.
Right.
He does, which I'm actually taller than him because I'm 5'6.5".
Yeah.
Movie magic.
You see, he got into a fight recently, 4th of July parade. Yeah. That's classic. So he's driving around. He's got he's like the MC of the, I don't know, whatever they call the parade.
It's the Grand Marshal.
The Grand Marshal of the parade. He's driving in like a convertible car, which was his personal car. And apparently at this particular parade he was at, they throw water balloons at people. It's like a joke thing. So that some guy decides to throw water balloons at Danny in his highly collectible car he's got, leather interior and all that.
Don't they know that he was in jail?
Somebody's starting a fight there.
He will stab you.
Yeah.
Any reasonable person with an expensive car would
Be
not
upset.
be happy with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Danny got out of the car, and him and his buddy both went out and get in a fight in the crowd, which is amazing.
I would have done the
He's
same
like
thing.
80 years old, and yeah.
You guys ready to throw down?
That's also the thing. He is also like 80 years old and still out there like doing side quests. Like, he is starting a new thing all the time, which is
He's like Snoop Dogg. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is 80 years old.
He is 80. Yeah, Danny's 80.
He just
And,
turned 80 in May.
Yeah.
like,
Hey, Steve, do you remember when Danny was on Breaking Bad?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So he wandered all over Albuquerque and Santa Fe, and his role was really good in that.
It was.
2-3 episodes.
He had a wild ending too. Let's say that.
Yeah, but he everyone just loved him over here. He was
Did you get to meet him? Did you get to meet him? No.
Is he really so nice? Is he as nice as we think he is?
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh,
That's awesome.
He is, and he goes, "Where's the best tacos in town?"
Oh,
Right.
And you said Taco Bell.
He was just he wanted to be engaged in the community for the time he was here.
I love that.
Everyone just kind of loved him and kept their, obviously they weren't going bonkers over him, but they gave him space and he gave it back to them, which is just perfect.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love that.
Yeah. I do
Yeah.
love Danny Trejo.
That's good.
He's a cool guy. I buy my coffee from. I like just like a diner coffee, and he's got like because he has not only has he got the taco restaurants, he's got some sort of breakfast place with has like a diner style coffee, which is it's good. So I get that from time to time and I have that. So yeah. And I have a new Danny Trejo mug. Last time I ordered, they had a special. You get the coffee and a mug. You get a mug thrown in. So I have a Danny Trejo mug. I'll post that. I'll post that on.
Are you buying celebrity coffee?
Yeah, I do. Danny Trejo, but it lives up to it. So it gets you get it if you like. And I want to come out with a diner style coffee too, because a diner style coffee is low acid. It's just easy drinking, and sometimes you just want an easy drinking coffee. But you don't want crap coffee like a Folgers or something. You want something that's good, and that's what he's got. So he's found the balance of a good coffee, and I buy it. Danny, yeah. I like supporting Danny. So I watched a lot of stuff about him on YouTube, interviews and stuff like that. He had one not that long ago where this lady came over to interview him, and I guess it's all set up in advance. They know it, but she comes over to interview him. And again, he's like an 80-year-old guy at this point. He's just wearing shorts. He's got no shirt on because he's got that cool tattoo that he wanted to show off, and he's just he does the whole interview. He's not wearing a shirt, and it's just like Danny. It's like you laugh about that stuff because that's just.
So I like it. Like if you come to my house, I'm going to wear the least amount of clothes as possible.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's going to McNew's house now.
Yeah, you didn't have to put that out there.
Yeah. So like Danny gets in that fight at that thing. Nobody's against Danny. He doesn't get in any trouble with the police. The guy who put on the parade apologizes to him and say, please come back and do our. Of course, you get a big celebrity like Danny Trejo there as the Grand Marshal. Some jackass is throwing water balloons in his car. I'm mad at the guy who threw the water balloons. I'm not mad at
I'm
Danny.
surprised the guy that threw the water balloons got out alive.
I know.
Because if Danny Trejo's beating him up, I'm surprised the rest of the crowd didn't beat him up.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I
That's the problem.
He's a lucky man to be alive.
Like the arc of like I was in prison and now I'm like doing cool shit. Snoop Dogg at the Olympics, like
Snoop Dogg, I love that.
How
guy.
much fun was that?
He is something else.
You talk about taking great strides. That was a great event for Snoop. I think he's just like beloved now. My in-laws are like in their 80s. They don't know who Snoop is from the music world or anything like that. I think he's a fun guy. He's cool because he had a great time at the
Everything he does.
Everybody's calling him America's grandpa.
Right.
He is America's grandpa. He's great.
I was like, I got to carry the torch and I'm a messenger of peace. I'm like, sir, you went to jail for gang crimes in the 90s. Like,
Murder was the crime that they gave him.
Mm-hmm.
God,
He's the grandpa for America. He's 52.
52.
Is he part of that cooler McNew gin and juice that's being sold out there?
That was him.
Yeah.
But no, it was just so fun to watch him just experience it. And I'm like, God, man.
Yeah.
Talk at the Olympics was a thing. And I watched it because I was into the Olympics and I'm like, I want to watch gymnastics.
Sign him for next time. Yeah. Bring back Snoop. Yeah.
He was a good correspondent. It was fun to watch.
He's amazing in everything he does.
Yep.
I got to see a lot of the clips of him like sitting in the stands and watching everything. And he would just be like so excited and so cute. And
Right.
He is, yeah. He's enthusiastic of personality about everything.
Gotta shout out Flavor Flav because
Yeah.
he was.
That's what I was going to say too. Who else won the Olympics is Flavor Flav?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
What? That guy won the Olympics. I mean,
he sponsored the water polo
He
team.
came out of nowhere.
right.
So we used to make fun of him, right? Because like I was in the MTV as a teenager and like
He's on those bad reality shows.
Yeah, he did some really bad reality shows.
His roast was funny.
And now 20 years later, we're like, oh, he really is a prize. He's like out here supporting all kinds of women. We should have been picking him, and we weren't. And
Yeah.
been.
That was everything he did was nice, was great. So supporting the team and with dollars too, not just being like, hey, this is backing up with his money. Yeah, it was.
And he paid some like track stars rent.
The shot put.
Her rent was freaking great.
Offered up a
lots of good things happening.
He took that bronze medal. He offered up the clock thing that was one of a kind.
Piles of metal, because that was all anyway. Yeah, he's
right. So
the way that these people who like used to be not great stepped up, I'm like, I love this whole art.
yeah, it's redemption. It was the American female gymnast team. That was the year of redemption. It was redemption for some
It was.
celebrities there too. Yeah,
It really was.
which is good.
That's
Very
what the Olympics do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Well,
excited to go up in that. It's pretty
I'd,
special.
I'd like to see a really in-depth story on Jimmy Russell.
Jimmy Russell.
Oh, that would be good.
That would be good.
I mean, we all know his story, but I think America needs to know his story.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, I agree.
So
Right.
who would play Jimmy Russell in a film?
John Banks.
John Banks. I don't know who. I'm not familiar
Who's
with.
John Banks?
I'm about
You
to
know, from Breaking Bad. He was
Oh, your buddy, the guy you hang out with. Works out well for Luke. He'll be on set. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Of
He's
course.
got an
We
in
introduced
now.
him to- Yeah, yeah.
I'll get a
I was thinking Wilford Brimley, but he's dead.
the John Banks that came up kind of looks like Swyat.
I was thinking John Goodman,
John Goodman.
Oh,
St. Louis's
Yeah.
own John Goodman.
He'd
Yeah,
be a
skinny.
later, or earlier one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
because they could do 2 or 3 actors because of his longevity.
Well, of course. Yeah.
That's true.
Like part, yeah.
I mean,
like,
Jimmy Russell was an exceptional athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could have gone pro, and then we all know his story in the bourbon industry. I mean,
I mean, the funny thing about Jimmy, if you did the story right, it's like he almost started out in black and white. I mean, he started in the bourbon industry in 54.
Good.
54. That's amazing.
How cool would that be of a movie for them to do that, to start it out in black and white of him growing up,
Right.
and then
Right.
as he gets older, and then they bring it into color.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
woo. That'd be a
you and Bo need to mark.
Yeah, you
We
better
need to
work
make
on
the
this,
Jimmy Russell
Steve.
story.
Gotta work
Okay.
on this.
Yeah.
That's fucking fantastic.
But that's with
Yeah.
actual actors. It's not a documentary.
Well, no, but you could get actor. You could make it work.
Well,
You
go
we've
to big screen.
we've considered scripted stuff before. I wrote a whole season 1 of the Neely family story that was kind of true, kind of fictionalized, and we were all into it for a while, and we were ready to start filming stuff, but we never did. So yeah, so we've done some of that kind of stuff. where
That's a
we're
big
like,
investment.
You could do it.
No. Well, we wouldn't pay like real actors. It would be like our friends from the
Yeah,
bourbon
yeah.
industry would be playing. It'd be like McNew and her waitress thing. It should be,
Yeah,
it'd
no,
be working for free.
Right?
A horror movie. I'm absolutely not getting paid for it. But no, it was just fun to show up and be in a movie. Like people
Sure.
are like. So I actually had a crisis the other night because in my own scene where I got killed, I was like an adult with other adults. And then my scene in the restaurant where I'm playing a waitress, I was like with high schoolers. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so fucking old. I'm so old. Like, that's not okay.
Yeah,
Do you want to be a high schooler again, McNew?
No.
she does, yeah, of course.
Yeah, she does.
Kinda. My parents really took really good care of me. I just
I do remember being in college. So, you're 18, 19, 20 year old. And then there'd be some people in there would be like 34 years old. And you think, God damn, you old fucker, just get out of here.
I went to a community college where I was 18 years old in this fucking math class, and some guy came in, like he got off work and he came in. He's 36.
Yeah.
You're ancient. Why are you?
I know.
I know,
Yeah. They'd always be asking questions and stuff, and it'd be like we'd be getting ready to get out of here. Things are wrapping up, Of course, we as college kids, we just want to get the hell out of there. And then, the 34-year-old would be asking questions. We'd be like, Jesus Christ, you old fuck, you got nothing better to do. But
Actually want to learn the material.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
They're there for a reason.
Yes.
Yeah. But like the way that I still think I am like so cute and young until I'm around somebody that's 18 and I'm like, oh my God, fucking inject everything into my face right now. Fix it.
No.
Oh,
You
no.
don't want that.
No, you
No.
don't do that.
You're McNew. You're good as
No.
is. Yeah. You don't want that
No,
crap.
it was a rough shoot the other day. I was not okay.
Yeah.
It's not okay.
No.
But,
Huh.
no, the movie's
So-
gonna be fun. I'm so excited about it. But anyways.
Since we're talking about age and 3,000, this being the 3,000th show, I want y'all to guess how old you are when you're at 3,000 days.
3,000
So
days.
365 in a year.
Don't
10?
do the math out loud.
I'd say you're 8 years old. I'll lock in early.
All right.
7.5.
Okay.
Solid on the 10.
Okay.
Closest without going over?
I'm definitely
Did
over.
Luke vote?
I'm saying
Plan?
7.5.
8
Wow.
years, 2 months,
man.
20 days.
Mhm.
That was close.
Mm.
Yes,
win.
Steve's the winner.
Yeah.
So a lot
Steve,
of
you
people
win.
like to count their kids' age in months. Let's find out how old you
I
are.
hate those people. Those people should disappear. I hate them.
How
If
old?
you're
My biopic would be Brett Hull.
old, you don't get
Brett
to know.
Hull, huh?
Yeah.
Do you think Brett Hull's interesting enough for a whole movie?
Oh, he's so interesting. Especially
Really?
after we
What's
won the
really?
cup. Everybody's interested
Yeah.
in him because he's drunk now.
That's some comic relief there, but the
But
rest
the
of the stuff?
upcoming up until that,
Upbringing.
I mean, he was breaking records, and yeah, he was a superstar.
With
He's the
his-
whole reason, but why I played hockey.
with his dad growing up, that would probably be
Yeah.
interesting.
It'd be legendary.
It
Yeah.
might humanize him a little bit.
Mm,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah. I mean, I like Brett Hull. He's done a lot for the city for sure.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's a St. Louis guy.
Yeah.
He's a St. Louis guy. They, I mean, he helped get where they play. He helped get that built. I mean, they would do too. He was a big superstar then, and I get the fact that. Well, yeah, he was playing for the team, but a lot of them don't do that kind of stuff. He went and led all the tours of the investors and stuff like that, and so you can't help but like that guy. And even when he was a drunk at the stuff, you're like, he's like the drunk uncle. Yeah,
No, yeah, everybody loves him.
everybody's got a drunk
That
uncle.
would make
we,
him
we
more
know,
endearing.
we know
Oh,
how
yeah,
a drunk uncle is. We all deal with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think after the Blues won the Stanley Cup, I think everybody rallied behind him on his drunken celebration. Like I don't think there was anybody that put him down.
I mean,
for that.
let's be honest. If any of us had won the Stanley Cup with our shenanigans,
I'd be just
Oh, better.
right there
we
with
have
him.
made any sense.
Right.
Yeah, I would have been right there with them.
Yeah. I do remember a hot mic though. With I was watching the news coverage. They got live where they go to, and I did hear one of the news people say, "Get ready to cut this. Be on standby," because they put Brett Hull on the mic. They're like, "Be ready to cut this out," because they do. Yeah.
Well, in that sort of circumstance, you got to be ready to dump out at any minute.
It's true, but you got to be on high alert when Brett Hull. I mean, he had already done some stuff leading up to that, so yeah. So
Yeah, I think it's really funny when they talk to the 18-year-old players and 19-year-old players. Oh, how was your celebration? Yeah, didn't drink it all. You clearly see them getting plastered on the parades.
Right. Yeah.
Nobody cares. You just won the Stanley Cup. That's
Yeah.
right.
Did you go to the parade when they won?
I did not.
I did. I was there.
Did you?
Hell yeah, man! I was gonna miss
Nice.
that. Yeah, KK,
Nice.
did you go?
I did not go to that one. I went to the World Series parades in 06 and 11.
Okay.
Oh.
I never been to a Cardinals one. When the Rams won, I went to that, but yeah. So that's the extent.
Did you
of
go
it.
to the parade when they left town? Oh, wait, we
No, I was mad at them. That was the end of my football watching
He
career.
followed him to the airport.
I followed them to the airport.
with a pitchfork.
Can't believe you're doing this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go.
Pitchforks.
Well, there you go. Show number 3,000. What I like about it is it's no different than our other ones. It's just another show because we're still going, right? We're not ending this. This
Yeah.
isn't our final show.
That's right.
There'll be a final show at some point. This is
Yeah.
not it though. Today we're keeping going. Yeah. So
Quite a
There you go.
milestone.
Yep.
another milestone.
Congratulations.
Another big one in the books. So there you go. Well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Von Nieters, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me enjoying the Bourbon Daily 3,000 shows in and on Instagram at Von Nieters.
All right, KK.
I don't think I have that level of commitment that Von Nieters has. So I'm going to listen back to like, I don't know, a year from now. And you can find me on Instagram.
That's not even old enough to before I was on here.
Right.
KK Gas straight.
All right. You've been on these shows for more than a year, Kathy. I love how you've only listened for the last year. Yeah. Luke, how about you?
You can find us on Instagram at Santa Fe Boutique Wines and me on LinkedIn.
All right. McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, abvnetwork.com. Check that one out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see me, the ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. Check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. Finance. We'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
3,000.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.